Good evening, I'm April Cummings with your CIG-TV news brief and weather forecast. In today's top story, the Cayman Islands Legislative Assembly became a parliament today following recent constitutional changes. Members of the Legislative Assembly will now be known as parliamentarians. A state opening is planned for tomorrow to celebrate the changes. The UK government formalized the changes to the Constitution last month following their passage through what was then the Legislative Assembly.
When next we meet in these hallowed halls, this place shall be known as the House of Parliament. Growth and maturity bring with them change. This august institution that is the Legislative Assembly first began in its current form some 60 years ago, during a period of much change globally, regionally, and indeed change here at home.
The Premier has already begun receiving messages from his peers in the region and other overseas territories.
On behalf of Her Majesty's Government of Gibraltar and the members of the Gibraltar Parliament, it gives me great pleasure to salute the people of the Cayman Islands, the members of your distinguished Parliament, the Government of the Cayman Islands, and not least our good friend and colleague, the Premier, the Honourable Alden McLaughlin.
On behalf of the government and people of Bermuda, I wish to congratulate my good friend Premier, the Honourable Alden McLaughlin, and the government of the Cayman Islands on the occasion of the first meeting of the newly named Parliament of the Cayman Islands.
Friday's state opening is set to start at 2:30 p.m. and will be broadcast live on CIG-TV's YouTube channel and in the government Facebook page. The proceedings inside Parliament will also be broadcast live on CIG-TV's YouTube channels. The Cayman Islands is the third British overseas territory to have a legislative body known as Parliament. Today is International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and the Sunrise Adult Training Center for Persons with Disabilities started off its morning with a visit to the Government Administration Building and a photo op on the front steps with Deputy Governor Frans Manderson and senior civil servants. Then in the afternoon, members of Rotaract Blue made their annual visit to help decorate the tree and do arts and crafts. Audrey Hill, mother of late Rotaract Blue past president Renee Dixon, was on hand to present a check for $2,200, money raised during Renee's presidency. A lively crowd of about 200 delighted seniors attend a very special evening of dinner and entertainment at the Lions Center last night. Organized by the Department of Children and Family Services, the Lions Club of Grand Cayman, Public Service Pension Board, and Sixa Cooperative Credit Union, the event included dinner, dancing, and music, as well as Christmas presents for each older person. Seniors were bussed in from around the island, with community development officers providing support in mobilizing seniors from their districts. Governor Martin Roper, Barbara Conley, MP for Georgetown South, and Kenneth Bryan, MP for Georgetown Central, were among the VIPs in attendance. They were hosted by Ministry of Community Affairs Chief Officer Teresa Echeniki and Director of the Department of Children and Community Services, Paulinda Mendoza Williams. The evening also paid tribute to Roy and Reva Baden, who had been married 64 years ago yesterday. In weather, today's partly cloudy skies will continue into tomorrow with a 30% chance of morning showers. We're expecting winds out of the east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots, with higher gusts anticipated. Rough seas tomorrow with wave heights of 4 to 6 feet, and small craft are asked to exercise caution over open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect today. For the very latest weather updates, you can go online to weather.gov.ky or download their app, CINWS. That wraps up today's news brief right here on CIG-TV. I'm April Cummings. Have a good night.